Hey everybody, this is my first YouTube video, so I'm not good at this, but I just want to go through the roster set I made for 1987. Uh, it took about 10 to 11 months. We started about 11 years ago, and a guy named Jason, and we just kept it going for over the years. But I just want to go through the teams and show you the formulas that we used and the steps that we took. But as you can see, it's all real life players. Triple A, double A, single A. Uh, that's about it. Go through the teams. Uh, yeah, the Indians just no good that year. Besides Brett Butler and Julio Franco, Trammell and the Tigers, they was amazing that year. World Series champs right here. Good old Kirby. 19 years in the league at the time. Unfortunately, we can't edit that, edit the stats. So a lot of people like Danny Darwin who are 8 years but can't edit the stats. What a joke. As far as formulas that we used, we'll take Dwight Gooden for example, who was a stud at that year. His stamina, we base that on innings per nine. Everything. Hits per nine, K9, K through nine, walks through nine, home runs through nine. We use per nine, but with a 3 year weighted. So 1986, 1987, 1988, we generated the stats, and that's what we get using a certain formula. And as clutch, we use, I think that's uh, clutch is batting average against people in scoring situation. Control, velocity, break. That mainly came from out of the park baseball, and we just used a formula for them. As far as hitting, we'll use Daryl Strawberry. Contact, power, that all came through the uh, home runs per nine, or home runs per 650, I think, and average for contact. And we'd also use power ISO for that. Vision and discipline, we go by walks and strikeouts. Clutch, how good they do with runners in scoring position. Bunt and drag bunt, that's pretty complicated, but we figured it out. And durability, games per nine. I'm sorry, games per 162. Fielding, that's pretty complicated. Same way with arm and accuracy, reaction as well. Speed, we go by speed rating, which is 5 formulas in itself. So we use Bill James' speed rating score, and we did every player, and that goes for stealing, base running, aggression. That means how many doubles, triples, home run, not really home runs, but triples, doubles, more or less how many chances they took to get that extra base. Say when it was steal, we go by how many times they tried to steal, uh, stealing percentage, and all that. But that pretty well goes over the formulas. The formulas are pretty complex. Unfortunately, SDS doesn't have a built-in generator for ratings, but we do use these as I use them for 1987 for uh, franchise mode. So, for instance, the year Brady Anderson hit 50 homers, his power would be 99 all around the board. But in reality, he had one great home run season. So if you simulated 10 years, he might end up with 500 home runs. And we try to keep it as realistic as possible. So, like if you go to Barry Bonds, you see he's rated at 87, but you gotta go. He was 22 at the time, 1 year of service, and his power wasn't that great yet. But with our awesome minor league development in the show franchise, that's sarcasm, of course, over the next 5, 6 years, his power would jump up. So, same with average. That's when he was really fast. But that's just one of your experience at the time. So he could develop into the massive home run player. Uh, Superstars that year, Ozzie Smith, no hitting at all. Uh, but then you go to like Jack Clark, that's pretty dang good power. The reason he had like 30 home runs that year, but 89, 90 started to decline. And that's why the power isn't like 99s all across the board. Uh, and for other teams like Colorado, I used retired players and some fictional players like Ricky Vaughn from Major League. Britt Burns had a pretty good long career. Brenny and X-Red. And Dwayne Kuiper, Mr. No Power. Um, Tony Gwynn. Of course, he's 99 in contact because he was amazing. There are some things I need to fix. Like, I think his vision should probably be at 99. Let's see here. Go back to the Padres. Kevin Mitchell. 1989, he hit what? 49 home runs. So, in reality, if you simulate this up to 2 years, his power could get up to like 90 some, like against lefties especially, or you could see him hit 50 home runs. So it evens out. Uh, there's some. We picked 1987 because number one, I remember that season like it's yesterday. So all these players are very familiar. Wade Boggs. And it's just one season I loved. It was nothing but offense. It was just a great year. But I plan on starting a franchise with this as soon as I can. I will have other update with this roster. Number one, look at Cleveland here. You got some players here. Like in his contract, some of these players like Adam Jackson, he's just a fictional guy I got from Bacon's fictional roster, like $9 million. So I need to go and tweak some salaries because that will kill us during the off season. I think there's a couple other players. Yeah. So we need to fix that. Then, for some reason, some of these players didn't get transferred over. Number one, we need John Smoltz in there for the Tigers. And there's, I think, Brian DuBois maybe. So there's some players that's left out. So, this is my first video. I plan on keeping it up with franchise mode. Once I get these rosters edited the way that I like them. But anyway, that's the rosters. And to get them, just go to Vaults. Rosters over there. Just type in 1987. And then the official ones is the one with my game tag, Jim Myers, 1975. For some reason, this Puzzled Sugar 653 keeps on pretty well ripping off everybody's rosters and just updating them. Like this one, it says edited number Leon Durham to number 10. Although on my roster, Leon Durham is number 10. And so that's the most recent. I've had several downloads. That's 150, 188, 86, 189. That one 635. But it's rated pretty good, 100%. So if you want to give them a try, I recommend them. And I'll see you next time and make franchise better. Thank you.